In a major blow to former President Trump's trade agenda, a federal appeals court has ruled that most of his sweeping tariffs were illegally imposed under emergency powers. On August 29, 2025, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit, in a 7-4 ruling, determined that the tariffs Trump enacted under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEPA, exceeded his legal authority and were therefore illegal. However, the court allowed the tariffs to remain in effect until October 14, giving the administration time to appeal to the Supreme Court. The court emphasized that Congress never intended to grant the president unlimited authority to impose tariffs under emergency declarations. The ruling upholds a May decision by the Court of International Trade, which had found that the use of emergency powers to impose both broad Liberation Day tariffs and targeted tariffs tied to drug trafficking or immigration lacked statutory justification. Judges invoked the Major Questions Doctrine, highlighting that such sweeping economic measures require explicit congressional authorization. The ruling casts uncertainty on Trump's trade strategy and raises concerns about potential refunds of the $159 billion collected in tariffs. Trump sharply criticized the ruling, calling it a total disaster, and accused the court of partisanship. Legal experts and business groups hailed the decision, saying it restores constitutional balance and alleviates undue burdens placed on small businesses, a serious financial risk for the Treasury. With the stay in place until mid-October, all eyes are now on the Supreme Court, where the Trump administration will likely appeal. The case highlights a growing judicial pushback against executive overreach, reinforcing that taxing powers and tariffs remain a constitutional domain of Congress. This decision may set a precedent that shapes not just future trade policy, but also the broader limits of presidential emergency authority. The court's decision is more than a legal verdict. It's a wake-up call about constitutional boundaries and economic stability. What do you think this means for executive power and U.S. trade policy? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives on law and politics.